Chelsea have the potential to become European champions of sorts, third tier European title, but it's still a title. They've seen Tottenham break a jinx. They've seen uh, a lot of clubs with birds in their batches pick up trophies. Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Liverpool. So while that is one thing, and Chelsea are favourites to win the Conference League, the bigger question that Rohit will get into this time around is, will Chelsea qualify for the Champions League? Because I mean a lot hinges and rides on this final game of the season. So Rohit, take it away. This is all you.
And as soon as you said birds on their batches, I immediately tried looking up Real Betis's crest. They thankfully have no birds. So we are safe. So we have a lion. I mean, it's an animal, I guess. That's close enough. But yeah, let's see.
So the
I
funny thing
think,
is,
yeah.
the Real Betis English account on Twitter, they actually updated their own batch and they put a bird in the middle of it, by the way.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, so I think, this the last day of the Premier League season is upon us, right? It's gone by super quickly. The title has obviously been done and dusted for a long time. No interest there. The relegation has also been done and dusted for the longest time. I guess the only interesting thing leading up to this was 16th versus 17th playing the Europa League, the worst Europa League final ever. Somebody said, this is the clash of the movable force against the stoppable object. And Tottenham have won the Europa League and qualified for the Champions League. So Ange does definitely win stuff in his second season. So coming to what's interesting on the last day, it's basically the rest of the Champions League qualification. Man City are currently third with 68 points. Newcastle is fourth with 66. Chelsea is fifth with 66 as well. We are a negative two goal difference compared to Newcastle. Aston Villa is also on 66. They are, at negative 11 compared to Chelsea goal difference, so they are not catching us there. And Forest, who we are playing on the final day, are on 65, which is ridiculous. So many teams vying for just a couple of Champions League spots. Um, and as it always happens in sports, is always a poetic ending. Chelsea are playing Forest final day, right? With basically Champions League qualification on the line. Whoever wins gets to qualify. Uh, you know, uh, Everything said and done, we do have the Conference League coming up. Like you said, it is a European competition, and maybe if we win that, we can get into Europa, and then like Tottenham did this year, come 17th next year and try and get into Champions League in 2 years' time. But the more direct, quicker path is just beating Nottingham. That being said, it's not going to be easy. Nottingham Forest have had an amazing season. They've had a dip in form recently, but they are a very good team with a very good coach, Espirito Santo. And on top of that, we are missing our center forward, right? Nicholas Jackson, who got a straight red for an elbow to the face of a defender against Newcastle, has been out. So it's not going to be easy for Chelsea. A couple of good things. I think, at least we were able to win our last game to propel us into this position where at least it's in our own hands. Uh, Cucurella has been, our savior multiple times. He scored some amazing goals this season. He's basically become our striker option. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be a tough game. Forest, like we all know, they are a very physical side. They have very good technical players as well, right? Chris Wood on top is a physical number 9. He scored a whole bunch of goals. They have Anthony Elanga, Callum Hudson-Odoi, right? Really good, quick, technical, wingers. They have a good midfield, and their defense also has been playing pretty well. So we'll see. It's going to be a tough game, and Chelsea really need to come out and all guns blazing, put everything on the line, and then hopefully we can win this.
Yeah. So a couple of things I wanted to just discuss with you. One is obviously Maresca rightfully being upset that Real Betis is getting 48 hours of extra rest before the Conference League final, because I was just going through the fixtures and I thought that La Liga had another set of fixtures, and that's why this wasn't the last day of the season, so they could push Real Betis's game earlier. But no, the last set of fixtures happened this weekend, so they've actually La Liga is actively trying to help Real Betis. whereas the Premier League is. And now, obviously, you understand why the Premier League is doing that because they want to give Nottingham Forest an equal chance of reaching the Champions League. And I don't think Valencia is in a position to play or like qualify for Europe or something. So that is one thing. The other thing that I just wanted to highlight, and I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, is this could be, like the redeeming match of a much vilified character in English football, Anthony at Real Betis, who's
Oh,
yeah.
the human
So
fidget spinner.
the human fidget spinner is doing incredibly well. So I don't know how good La Liga is because you've seen Rafinha, who was okayish at Leeds, tear it up in La Liga. You're seeing Anthony, who struggled. Let's be honest, he was terrible at United, doing so well in La Liga. So I don't know, like maybe Lamine Yamal isn't that great. I don't know, but I
Oh,
want your thoughts on that 48-hour thing before we close off.
I love how you connected Lamine Yamal to Anthony, man. You can only find this kind of analysis online and Liverpool. But yeah, I mean, I see why Maresca is mad, but come on, it's the Conference League. We've faced like weird opposition teams. I think half of whom have been part-time footballers, full-time fishermen, and things like that out of the Scandinavian countries. We really can't complain about it. Just play the game on Sunday for wholeheartedly and let the kids play. If we win, we win. If we lose, it's fine, right? I think the main thing is, like you said, right? Real Betis and Valencia, neither of them have anything on the line. So that is a useless match. So the La Liga basically did them a favor and pulled it in. But the Premier League cannot do that, right? And the Premier League as a product would be compromised, which they can't do. But yeah, Maresca should stop complaining and just try and play both of those games, and then
I just had a
maybe,
thought.
yeah,
No, I just had a
yeah.
thought. So apart from this, how I hope Chelsea do win because I want more English clubs in European competition. I think what UEFA should do is have a weekend of European Cup finals, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. It's gonna be a like a
Oh,
like a bonanza, man. Just at the end of the
yeah,
season, the
yeah.
all the leagues are done. Friday night you got the Conference League, Saturday night you got the Europa League, and Sunday night you got the Champions League. That'd be
That's
amazing,
actually
man.
a great idea, right? Something like
Yeah,
what you guys have on UFC, right? Like a,
yeah,
weekend of like amazing big matches. That's a great idea.
yeah.
Yeah, anyways, I think we can end it here. Like, knock on wood, Chelsea win against Forest. Betis is fine. If we win, we win. I really don't care. But the Forest game is what's important. But we'll see. We'll see. I
I
don't know.
want
I don't
Chelsea
want to
to
get
win.
my
I
hopes
actually
up.
want them to win so that then only Arsenal remains the big London club not to have won something this season. That'll be amazing. Palace has
True.
won the FA Cup after
Oh,
God knows how
yeah.
long. Yeah, that was an
Amazing. Yep.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing story. But yeah, let's hope that Chelsea do well.